And we're live, everybody. Welcome back in here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube once again, everyone, for this stream as we join this game right now in progress, tied up at 9, as we had a great stream that just ended a couple of moments ago. Michigan State just got the W over Penn State in the last game. Penn State blew a 19-point lead. Michigan State went on a massive 25-3 run, and after that they just kept on going and going and going. Never looked back as Penn State with a total collapse in that game, with Sparty with a victory. Heading on to this one now. Tie, game up at 9, 14-25. Welcome in for the second stream tonight here, folks. Welcome in here, guys. Hey, welcome in here, Michael, once again. Wow, Duquesne has just forced overtime against VCU. Crazy, man. 70-70. Welcome in once again. Play-by-play football, baseball, and more. Hello once again, Ryan, Patrick, Vegas Vix. Welcome back in here, guys. Hey, what is good, Maddie? Thanks so much for stopping by, Maddie. I appreciate it, bud. And yeah, guys, prayers out to out in Tennessee, man. Just devastating out in the Nashville area. Just prayers out in the Nashville area, man. It's just so tragic. So sending prayers out here. Thank you guys so much, everybody, for stopping by. Hey, welcome in here, Lex. Thanks so much for stopping by here once again. So currently we're just on a TV timeout, getting ready to go right back into this game. Thanks so much, Maddie. I appreciate it, man. We're almost at 1,300. Got one more sub away from 1,300 here on the channel as we keep on working. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Man, it's devastating. So this game taking place at Rupp Arena. As we get back to action, tie game at 9. Number 6 in the nation now, Kentucky, 24-5, 14-2. As they are the SEC regular season champions, winners of the past 8 straight games right now. Tennessee, 16-13, and a rebuilding season for the Bulls. As they lost Grant Williams over to the Celtics, Admiral Schofield and Jordan Bone. We're back to action. Kentucky with the basketball over to Nick Richards. Back in his way, low post Richards. Puts it up and he gets fouled. So Nick Richards will go to the free throw line. 14-15 left to go in the first half right now. Tie game up at 9. Jason Punnell will get me that sub in 20 seconds here for 1,300. I appreciate it. My man Jason coming in clutch like always. That'll be a massive victory. If Duquesne's able to beat VCU, that'd be an incredible victory right there. Did Penn State win? No. They blew a 19-point lead prime time and lost against Sparty. They lost 79-71. What a comeback. Hey, Samuel Clark, welcome on the channel. Thank you so much for the 1,300 sub. I appreciate it, bud. Thank you guys so much for stopping by here on the channel. First shot, no good by Nick Richards at the free throw line. Second shot, that one's up, and that one is through. 10-9 to score, 1-point Kentucky lead, 14-10 left to go in the first half. Tennessee now with the basketball, passing over to the right wing perimeter. This is my first time calling Tennessee this season. They pass it over to Eve Pons. Pons loses control of the basketball. Steal. Kentucky. E.J. Montgomery in transition with a pass ahead of the pack, and he jams it home for 2 right there by E.J. 12-9 to score. 13:50 left to go in the first half. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jack. So he is out in Knoxville, and the storms were gruesome. Man, I'm so sorry to hear that, guys. Prayers out to the families of the 22 or 25 people. It's just so sad. Yesterday, what happened in Nashville. Tennessee with the basketball. 3-ball in the air, right wing. That one hit the rim short, no good. And it gets rebounded by Nick Richards in the key, but Tennessee steals it right back. Dribble drive. Tennessee right baseline. Looking to pass it back outside. They do. Into the hands of Jordan Bowden now. Bowden moves it over. Right wing perimeter over to Vescovi. Santiago Vescovi puts up the jumper. Gets blocked by Kentucky. Kentucky on the fast break transition. Hagans missed the layup, but he gets fouled from behind. So Devontae Gaines picks up the foul. Ashton Hagans should be going here to shoot 2 at the free throw line for Kentucky with 13:12 on the clock. So Primetime lives in New York. So yeah, AJ is out in New York here. So Primetime is out in New York. Hey, welcome to the channel, Josh Price. Thanks so much for stopping by. And he missed the free throw. So it's going to go right back over to Tennessee. Or they're going to say, actually, Kentucky put up... Okay, so they're actually going to say the last sequence there was a goaltend. So Kentucky gets the 2 points awarded. 14-9, right baseline jumper. Tennessee up and through. They get it for 2. 14-11 right now. 12:45 left to go. John Fulkerson gets the bucket at the right baseline for the Bulls. Hey, welcome to the channel. Mike Wilson, thanks so much for stopping by. GIQ'd. Welcome to the channel here. Thanks so much for stopping by. I went to a D3 college, by the way, out in Massachusetts. So I went to a D3 college out of Massachusetts, graduated 3 years ago. But welcome to the channel here, GIQ'd. 14-11 now is the score. I call play-by-play basketball. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub if you guys enjoy the channel. Hey, thank you so much for the update. Play-by-play football, baseball, and more. I greatly appreciate it there since I'm a huge Celtics fan. Celtics leading the Nets. Good game by Boston tonight, 79-62. Tennessee with the ball. Passes. Inside the low post, they move it back out. Corner, shot fake here. 3-ball off the mark by Bowden, no good. Rebound Montgomery by Kentucky. Kentucky with the basketball. They have it now at the left wing perimeter over to Quickly. Took the jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound Tennessee. 3-point game. Tennessee going to set it up now at the top of the key. Moves it to the left wing to Jordan Bowden. Bowden with 12 minutes left to go on the clock. Vols have the basketball. They move it over now into Devontae Gaines. Gaines has a right wing. Passes over to Bowden, but Gaines traveled before the pass, and it's going to be turned over by Tennessee as the ball goes back to Kentucky. Timeout taken on the floor right now. TV timeouts as we go into this break. 11:57 left to go in the first half. 3-point Kentucky lead in this one. Yes, I call play-by-play for college, NBA, and March Madness. So if you guys like the tournament, feel free to stop on by, GIQ'd. I appreciate it, bud. So we've been on YouTube for over a year right now, cover March Madness last season. This is the first full year that we have been doing it. College basketball, NBA, March Madness. Keep on hitting the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub notification bell if you really enjoy what I do as well, if you guys would like to come back. Yes, feel free to listen to Lexa as well. She puts out, if you love my channel and my streams, make sure to send that emoji she put down on the chat. Prime Time from White Plains, New York. My man, Prime Time is that right down the road from the Connecticut border there. So currently we're just on break. We're going to get back into this game in a matter of moments. Leading scores, we'll take a look at that first time today. As I joined this game in progress, I called the Michigan State game versus Penn State game right before this. Michigan State ended up winning. They were trailing by 19 points in the first half. They came up and ended up winning that game against Penn State today. Kentucky, leading scorer Tyrese Maxey with 7 points. Ashton Hagans with 4 points. 1 point by Nick Richards. Quickly has been having a couple great games. A week ago against Texas A&M, had a career-high 30 points as he hit 8 3-point shots. But today, 0 for 4 from the floor to start out by Emmanuel Quickly. For Tennessee, leading scorers tonight are look like this. John Fulkerson, he's got 9 out of the 11 points so far. And then 2 points by Jordan Bowden. Josh putting out here the orange on the channel. Repping his Tennessee. Hey, welcome in here, my man. Boulder Vaughn with a blue wrench. Big blue in the house he puts out here for my man Boulder Vaughn. Thanks so much for stopping by here, bud, once again. We have the Duquesne fan on the channel. Michael, my man. Yeah, dude. Duquesne is up. 1 point lead. 34 seconds left to go right now. 78-77 is the score. That would be a massive win if Duquesne's able to pull it out. So we have 11:57, guys, left to go in the first half of this one as we get right back to action right after this TV timeout right now on the court. Couple scoreboard updates for everybody. Purdue is on the bubble right now. They need a massive win at Iowa. Purdue leading Iowa 16-9. So that's going on. Rutgers has beaten Maryland tonight 78-67. That helps out a ton towards Rutgers' tournament chances. Cincinnati wins. They come from behind. They beat South Florida tonight. So that helps out Cincinnati with their tournament chances as well. Richmond with a W tonight in their game against Davison 80-63. Davison led through most of it and then just completely bombed throughout the late portion. Mississippi State, terrible loss tonight for Mississippi State as they lost at South Carolina. So South Carolina pulls off a big victory. That's not going to look good for Mississippi State's chances. Looks like more like NIT for them this year. Kentucky with the basketball. We're back to action. They take a 3. Left wing. It is up. It is good from the outside. Off the bench by Johnny Juzang. 17-11. Johnny drills the 3 at 13 the last time these two teams met back on the date of February 8th. 77-64 was at Tennessee. Kentucky got the victory. Tennessee with the basketball. Top of the key, moves it over left wing. Hey, thanks so much, Jack. We got a dono here on the channel. Make sure to put in dono hype here, guys, on the chat. I gladly appreciate it, Jack, my man. Thank you so much for your generosity. Low post. Tennessee puts it up. Shot blocked by Kentucky from behind. 17-11. 11 minutes remaining. Kentucky passes. They take a 3. Right wing. They have got it. Back-to-back triples from behind the arc here by the Wildcats. Tyrese Maxey. He's already been having a good game tonight here. 10 points already by Maxey. 22-11 with 11 minutes left to go in the first half. Was he fouled too when he took the three-point shot? I'm looking at it. Because they're setting up right now at the free throw line. I'm just trying to sort this out before. There was a foul. We got 11:04 on the clock. They're going to count the three. And there's going to be a foul on They're going to be a foul on Tennessee or what? After this. Oh, Kentucky's going to get the inbound here. So Kentucky got the inbound. That is odd. So he hit the three. I think it was a technical by Tennessee right after that. So that's what happened. There was a technical by Tennessee. 13-2 run by Kentucky. Kentucky with a basketball pass. In the key over to Richards. Richards puts it up. Too high off the backboard. They tip it up and in, though, with a little bit of teamwork there from Keon Brooks to put it up and in for two. 22-11, 10:40 left to go. Tennessee basketball. They dribble past the half-court logo here with Devontae Gaines. Gaines swings it out now, top of the key, over into the hands of Jaros Placevic. Moves it now, top of the key to Yves Pons. Pons with the basketball, left wing perimeter, Tennesseans. We get a foul now. It's going to be on Keon Brooks, I think, of Kentucky. Oh, awesome, my man. My man, Michael here, excited for that Duquesne win. Massive win they got against VCU. What a comeback there, man. That's incredible. 80-77 in overtime. Good job for you, man. That's awesome. What a win for Duquesne, by the way. I cannot show the game because YouTube will take it down due to copyright strike. That's why it says no game will be shown due to copyright, play-by-play only. 22-11. 10.5 left to go. It's going to be Kentucky basketball. Jaros Placevic just got called for the offensive foul for Tennessee. Kentucky has it top of the key. Into the hands of Johnny Juzang. Moves it over right wing. Over to Quickly. Quickly passes back out to the top here to Hagans. Hagans with the basketball. Moves it over left wing to Juzang. Juzang bounce pass. Left elbow to Richards. Richards back in his way. Low post on Fulkerson. Jumper. Hook. In the key. Up and good for two more by Richards. 24-11 right now. Tennessee struggling. They've had a couple really bad turnovers and offensive fouls away from the basketball. This is a young team. Team that's going to be building throughout the future now for Tennessee. Dribbles to the right wing over to Jalen Johnson. This team's basically a lot of underclassmen. Johnson now at the left elbow. Passes back outside. Doesn't seem like they have any rhythm with their offense. They take a left corner three. It's up. Oh, they hit it. Right there from behind the arc. Able to get a little bit of separation. Corner three goes down by Jalen Johnson. 24-14. 9:30 left to go. And Kentucky with the basketball. Hands it off now to Juzang. Puts it at the top of the key. Hey, welcome in, my man. Ultimate Champ, brother. I appreciate it for stopping by. Celtics doing good. I heard about that. Celtics are whooping the Nets right now, my man. Jalen did a 360 dunk off a steal. That's insane, brother. You got to catch the highlight right after that one. Kentucky missed a jumper. No good off the mark. Quickly. Rough start tonight by Quickly. 0 for 5 from the floors. He had a massive game a week ago against Texas A&M. Another corner three in Tennessee is right back in it. Jalen Johnson, back-to-back three-point shots from the same left corner. 24-17, timeout now. Taken on the court by Calipari of Kentucky. 8:58 left to go. Lexi here, can't wait for a blue wrench. It's going to come soon. Tournament time is almost here. Tournament time is almost here, everybody. Josh put it in here. Do I think Tennessee will get in the butt here for Tennessee? Oh, to get into the March Madness tournament, I would say no, not for this season, because this is more of a rebuilding year for Tennessee, and they would have to win the SEC tournament, which is going to be really difficult to do, because this Kentucky team this year has just been unstoppable as of late. Hey, Byron is back here. I appreciate it for stopping by again from Montreal, repping Montreal on the channel. Peyton here. Hey, welcome in, Peyton, here on the channel once again. Who am I personally rooting for? I'm not a fan of either of these teams, but if I had to fill out a bracket, as of today, I would put Kentucky to win the national title. They're, in my opinion, the most, as far as team chemistry, this team is gutted. This team lights it up all over the place. Montgomery. Turnaround jumper, no good, and gets rebound by Tennessee. They are so good at the free throw line. That's why I'll take Kentucky over any other team this season in college basketball right now. They are red hot, and they are super duper good at the free throw line. Tennessee off the pro hop inside, puts it up and in for two. 5-point game, 8:25 left to go. 8-zip run by Tennessee. Kentucky with the basketball. Dribbles now at the right wing with quickly. Hands it off now. Over to Maxey. Maxey into the key. Turnaround jumper. Floats it up, and he's got it. 2 more by Maxey. He is coming tonight to play here in this one. When's the tournament? It starts, I think, the first 4 is on the 17th of March. But the actual, like, tournament games, I think they start out on March 19th. It was March 19th and 20th where you start out. If I had to put my Final 4 today, I would go Kentucky, Kansas, Florida State, and Michigan State as the Final 4 teams today. Michigan State, I just called before this. They had a massive comeback and beat Penn State. I'm not feeling Penn State. I think they could very well get upset in the first round. Depending on the matchup, they could be seeded against Hofstra. I could possibly go Hofstra to beat Penn State in the first round if that matchup does exist. So welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by the Gaming Nut. I appreciate it, my man. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm a fan of Providence for college basketball, fan of Rhode Island for college basketball. But welcome to the channel here. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub if you guys enjoy what I do here as I call play-by-play. 3-point shot, no good. Top of the key by Tennessee. Rebound by Kentucky. Wildcats with the ball now as they move it over to the right wing. Into the hands of Maxey here. Maxey moves it over to Juzang. Juzang moves it out to Quickly. Quickly pass over to Maxey. Maxey now at the top of the key. Maxey with the basketball. Dribbles now to the left wing of the perimeter. Tyrese Maxey bounce pass. Low post now. Into the key. They take the jumper. Brooks has got it. 2 more right there by Keon Brooks. It's a 9-point game. 7:15 left to go. How do I give people wrenches? It's basically by like the amount of months they've been on the channel or so. I usually give them the wrenches. It's by, like, the more time you come to the streams and stuff like that. And Lexi is almost there. You're almost gonna get it. I'm looking to add some more during the tournament. And Lexi is right at the very top of my list. That's a 3-ball. Tennessee drawing down another one from the top of the key. It's back to 6. 6:45 left to go in the first half. Kentucky with the basketball. I like Florida State because watch out for Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams is getting better and better and better. And he could be a... He looks to be a first-round draft pick as they missed the layup. Kentucky gets the rebound. Left wing shoots the 3, and they got it from downtown. Quickly buries the 3, and it's back to 9. 31-22 right now. 6:20 left to go in the first half. Quickly with 3 points on the board for Kentucky. Tennessee with a basketball bounce pass. In the key over to Fulkerson, and it's going to be a kicked ball violation by Kentucky. So Tennessee will get it right back. So despite the loss against Clemson, Clemson's just a tough place to play at. I feel confident with Florida State. They're not like the biggest like scoring type of team, but they can do exactly what Kentucky does. They can hit free throws. Oh, MTG, my man MTG. So you've been on the channel for like a long time, bud. I'm gonna hit you up with that right now, bud. There you go, my man. Because you've been on the channel, I think, for like basically a year. I think I gave you the mod. I think you changed. I think maybe the name change or something like that. I feel like I might have gave you a mod before. But yeah, if you guys wanted a mod or so that's been on here for a long time, just feel free to let me know and I'll hit you up. So yeah, I just hit you up with one, my man MTG. But he has been on, I think, since like the last tournament. Patrick Williams has been getting better and better. I was impressed with what Florida State did a couple of games ago when they beat Louisville. Because they do it all with different scores. They do it with all different players. MJ Walker, Devin Vassell, Patrick Williams has been just getting better and better for Florida State. So that's why I have him in my Final 4 right now. Despite the 1-point loss against Clemson, that team is defensively good. Trent Forrest is a steel beast. And that team is good. Let's see. Peyton putting out his cousin's dad who lives in Georgia. He's a Georgia Tech coach for college football. Oh, wow. Wow, man. MTG, part of the wrench gang over here. Yeah, that was all the way last year. So my man is my man here for the TC gang. I remember the entire Saturday last year for the second rounds. My man MTG was there for every single one of the games. But yeah, I think I might have given it to you, and then his name was changed, so that's why the blue wrench might have not disappeared there. Hey, thank you so much, Lex, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your night, and thank you so much for coming by here. And you're gonna get a blue wrench like very, very soon when Selection Sunday happens in the tournament. I'm gonna hit up Lex on the blue wrench because she's been doing awesome on the channel as well. 31-22 here, everybody. That was a fun Saturday. I got to hang out with my man MTG throughout the entire day. He has been here, I think, like since subscriber like 50 or something like that. How'd you get a blue wrench? Just keep on coming back to my streams, and after like a couple months or so, I'll hit you up on one as we build up this community together here for the play-by-play. So let's see here. Leading scores right now in this one. Leading the way, Kentucky with Maxey with 12 points by Tyrese Maxey. And then 4 points by Higgins and 4 points by Keon Brooks off the bench. 3 by Juzang, 3 by Quickly, 3 by Richards. Hey, welcome to the channel. Cody Phillips, hello. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. John Fulkerson leading the scoring now for Tennessee, 9 points. In a rebuilding season now for the Vols. We get back to action. Vols with the basketball. They got it at the right wing perimeter. John Fulkerson is the leading scorer, the second leading scorer this season. Leading rebounder for the team at the moment. Jordan Bowden, the senior, is the leading scorer. But they'll get back Fulkerson next year as he is a junior for the team. Tennessee has it. Eves Pons into the key. Dribbles and the ball taken away. Stolen by Montgomery of Kentucky. Pass over to Maxey. Maxey now at the left wing. Passes out to Brooks. Moves it over to Maxey once again. Maxey here at the top of the key for Kentucky. 5:45 left to go. 7 turnovers by Tennessee. Kentucky doing a great job taking care of the ball with only 3 turnovers. Johnny Juzang passes inside. Ball deflected by Tennessee. Goes out of bounds. So it's off of Tennessee. Kentucky gets it back. 5:39 left to go in the first half. 9-point Kentucky lead. Oh, there he is. So 2D Super Productions as well. Yeah, maybe that's why, because he switched accounts there. There we go. Yeah, I just hit you up on that one as well. So I hit you up on the 2D one also. 3 ball. Left wing, Kentucky. Johnny Juzang. He's got 6 right now. Nails down the triple again. His second 3-point shot of the game. Perfect. 2 for 2 off the bench by Johnny Boy. Timeout on the court now by Tennessee. 12-point Kentucky lead. 5.5 left to go here, everybody. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub, as I call play-by-play on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So right now we're just on break. This is a very young Tennessee team. They're gonna go through the process, just like how a lot of young teams are doing this season. Like Kansas State, like a couple of other young teams that were good last year, like Washington, except Washington was supposed to be good this year with the recruits they got, and they are not. But this is how a lot of young teams grow. This is a rebuilding season for Tennessee, just like a couple other teams. Virginia Tech is a good example for that. Virginia Tech and Kansas State are probably the 2 other examples I can think about. Especially Virginia Tech losing their head coach who went over to Texas A&M. And then basically a lot of those players are really young now for the Hokies this season. 18 points off of turnovers in this one by Kentucky. 7 turnovers tonight by Tennessee. Tennessee with the basketball. They dribble past the half-court logo. Top of the key here for the for the Volunteers. They get the ball into the hands of Santiago Vescovi. Moves it over around the perimeter now for Tennessee. Shot fake here. Bounce pass. Low post to Fulkerson. Back in his way on Richards. Jumper. He's got it. 2 points right there on the turnaround by John Fulkerson. It's a 10-point game. Am I going to broadcast any Big Ten tournament games? I believe I'm going to have the title game for the Big Ten. And I'll have to see if I'm going to do, like, any other dems. Maybe the semifinal. It depends on what I'm doing the day before, though. 34-24 to score. 4:45 left to go. But I know that I'm probably going to cover the Big Ten title game, because that one's right before Selection Sunday. 4:45 left to go. Kentucky just committed an offensive foul, so the ball goes back to Tennessee. Hey, welcome to the channel here, Ryan. Thanks so much for stopping by. Michigan State had a massive comeback in that game. Tennessee back in their way. Fulkerson, right baseline, has it. Swings it back out to the top. Into the hands now of Jordan Bowden. Bowden dribbles to the right wing perimeter. Passes out to Vescovi. Vescovi, dribble drive, and that shot gets blocked by Richards. Richards blocks it off the Vescovi layup, and it gets rebounded here by Kentucky. Kentucky with the basketball. Richards already with 2 blocks. Jumper, top of the key, no good. Tipped around and rebounded by Tennessee this time. 4:10 left to go. Tennessee with the basketball. No politics on the channel here. We only talk about sports. No politics. Tennessee with the ball. Moves it over right wing into the hands now of Gaines. Devontae Gaines passes to the top of the key. Jalen Johnson. Moves it over now to the top here for Tennessee. 3:55 left to go, 10 on the shot clock for the Vols. Over to Vescovi. Vescovi, dribble drive, working on Richards once again. Bounce pass into the key, backdoor cut for Pons, puts it up. Too high off the backboard, no good, and rebound by Kentucky. Wildcats have it. Maxey passes left corner back over to Maxey. Maxey with the basketball with 3:35 left to go remaining, 20 on the shot clock. Maxey dribbles to the right wing right now. Passes over Montgomery, swings it back to Juzang. Juzang with 2 3-point shots, left baseline dribble, floats it up, and it's going to be a foul called. Foul on Tennessee, blocking foul by John Fulkerson as he took the foul, and it looks like Johnny Juzang will go to the free throw line, shoot 2. Who has a better hair, Coach Cal or Kyle Kuzma? It's pretty tough to top out. Pretty tough to top out Kyle Kuzma here. Mamadi Diakite from Virginia. He's got basically the same thing as Kyle Kuzma going. Currently, we're just on break, everybody. 10-point Kentucky lead. Oh, that's awesome. Cody has a Kentucky rookie card. That's incredible, man. Chicago plays big victory for his Michigan State Spartans in the last game for my man Chicago plays. Thank you so much, brother, for stopping by here again. Hopefully your stream went really well as well. Currently, we're just on break. We're going to go scoreboard update. Purdue leading Iowa 30-18 is the score. Purdue up against Iowa. Massive game for the bubble for Purdue. They have a record of 15-14. Scoreboard update. Celtics lead the Nets 96-88. 6:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. In the NBA tonight, we'll switch back to college here, give you guys a couple scoreboard updates. If you guys would like to know one, let me know down in the chat below. South Carolina, big win over Mississippi State tonight, 83-71. Looks like Mississippi State will probably be off the be outside the bracket now. That's for sure. Vanderbilt leading Alabama 45-37 as they're without their number 2 scorer, John Petty, in that game for Alabama tonight. Duquesne with a massive victory over VCU in overtime, 80-77 in the A-10. Richmond got a huge win over Davison tonight, 80-63. I'm just going to take a look at the Big East in just a moment. Michigan State beat Penn State earlier today in that game. We're going to take a look at the Big East, see how that game went down today. DePaul against Marquette. Marquette leading 50-43. Yes, Rutgers won today. So Rutgers did win today. The final score was 78-67. So Rutgers with a big win by 11 tonight against Maryland. That helps them out. Basically seals them into the tournament. That's a massive win. Massive win. Even though they've only won one road game this season, that is huge. Texas against Oklahoma. Massive game for these two teams. 30-26. Texas leads by 4 right now in the final 35 seconds before halftime. West Virginia, finally West Virginia is able to get back in the right direction. They lead against Iowa State 38-27. So West Virginia leads right now. All right, we're going to get back to action in this one. 34-24, Tennessee up by 10. 3:26 left to go before half. If you guys are new, first timer to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Tennessee back with the basketball. They dribble now at the right wing perimeter over to Vescovi. Vescovi is guarded by Quickly. He moves it back to the top. Yves Pons hands it off back over to Vescovi. Vescovi with the ball, and we got a foul committed by Kentucky here. They pick up their 5th. It's going to be actually their 6th. So ESPN just moved it over to the 6th foul by Kentucky. So they pick up their 6th team foul of the first half. Tennessee with 6 as well. 3:10 left to go. Non-shooting foul. So that's going to be the second one on Nate Sestina. And an inbound coming up for Tennessee. Tennessee with the basketball right back. Passes. Left corner perimeter. Bounce pass to the low post now. Working on Montgomery. Yves Pons. Moves it back to the top of the key. Bowden takes a 3. He's got it. Jordan Bowden splash right there from the outside. 34-27, down by 7. Tennessee has hit some big-time 3-point shots to get right back into this game. They've made 4 3-pointers today. Kentucky's 4 for 5 from downtown as well. Great start by Kentucky here from behind the arc. Kentucky with the basketball moves it over to the right wing. Now they dribble right baseline. Fadeaway jumper. They have got it. 2 more on the board right there by the Wildcats. They lead by 9. Emmanuel quickly hits the fadeaway jumper to right baseline. He's got 5. 2:25 left to go in the first half. 9-point Kentucky lead. Tennessee with the basketball. Tennessee versus Oklahoma football in 2020. Cody puts here on the channel. I really want to see Tennessee be good at football once again, like they were back in the 90s and then the early 2000s. Tennessee has it passing. They take a 3. It is blocked, but they get it back with Yves Pons. Sestina tried to steal it. Pons floats it up. He gets fouled. And the shot goes in. Up and in off the backboard. Will they count it, though? They're not going to count it. They're not going to count the bucket. It's going to be a foul by Yves Pons off the push-off. So 2 minutes left to go. It's going to be Kentucky basketball now, 36-27. That looked close. That whole sequence of play right there, that was close, but Yves Pons was the one who pushed off trying to get the basketball right back. 36-27. Kentucky now with the ball. At the top of the key over to Juzang. Juzang hands it off now to Maxey. Maxey at the edge of the Kentucky logo. 1:45 left to go. Bounce pass over to the right wing over to Quickly. Right baseline Joel. Fade away. Once again, he got it blocked. He gets the basketball right back quickly. Battling with the ball with Tennessee. Over to Sestina. Gets it. Able to regain it. Inside to Maxey. Maxey floats it up. Oh, goodness. That was a massive block by Tennessee. But with a lot of contact, there's a foul on the court. And there's going to be 2 at the free throw line coming up, I think, by Kentucky. That was huge. That was huge right there. Maxey just going into the lane, a Tennessee player. Before that ball got to the rim, that was Yves Pons just swatted that one down. So we should be seeing 2 shots coming up at the line now by Kentucky. Yes, Tyrese Maxey. First one's up, first one's through. He's good at the free throw line. 37-27. Maxey will shoot his second one coming up. Nick Richards checking in back into the game for Nate Sestina for Kentucky. Yep, let me know down in the chat below the question that Vegas Vix put out here on the channel. Who has the better mustache? Gardner Minshew or me, by the way. My name is Sal, by the way. Second shot, that one's up, that one's through. At the line by Maxey. 11-point Kentucky lead. 1:30 left to go before halftime. Tennessee with the basketball. Dribbles past the half-court logo. Bowden moves it over left wing perimeter now for the Vols. Passes back out on top. Fulkerson moves it around the perimeter to the right wing here to Bowden. Bounce pass off the backdoor cut. They put it up and in right there for 2 more by Tennessee. Back to 9. 1:10 left to go before halftime. Maxey passes over to Quickly. Moves it around the perimeter. Montgomery over to Juzang. Bounce pass here to Maxey. Maxey at the left wing perimeter. Maxey, dribble drive. Floater. In the key. It goes up. No good off the back iron. Tipped around. Out of bounds. Last touched by Tennessee out of bounds. So Kentucky gets the inbound in their front court. Jalen Johnson last touched it. 1:01 left to go on the clock. Kentucky leads by 9. They'll inbound the ball now with 1:01 left to go. Kentucky does. Passes over to Montgomery. Feeds it off here to Maxey. Maxey with under a minute left to play before halftime. Maxey. Bounce pass now to the top here to Montgomery. Montgomery hands it off to Juzang. Juzang at the right wing perimeter. Passing to Montgomery. Lobs it over the top to Richards. Richards backing his way low post. And Nick Richards gets fouled in the low post here. Ooh. John Fulkerson? Who's that, 10? Yes, that's John Fulkerson. Oh, goodness. John Fulkerson just collided with the basket right there. Oh, he's guarding Nick Richards. Ooh. Oh, he got an elbow to the face right there. Just went straight into the basket as well, just backing his way right in there. Massive elbow to the face by Nick Richards as he tried to go for the turnaround hook. And Fulkerson just, oof, right in the nose section right there. He took it hard. Fulkerson committed the foul. 2 free throw shots here coming up at the line. First one is good at the free throw line by Kentucky, by Nick Richards. Back to 10 here. 45 seconds left to go before half. Looks like Ryan puts out likes my stash. Hey, thank you so much, my man. MTG, I appreciate my man. Thanks so much for being back here on the channel, bud. And he got the blue wrench here, my man. And enjoy the rest of your nights. Oh, he's going to leave on the stream to get me watch time. I appreciate my man. You guys are awesome here on the channel. Second shot. That one's up and through. 40-29 here. 11-point game. Kentucky 6 for 7 at the line. Tennessee with the ball. Moves it over to the left wing perimeter. Fulkerson passes over right wing perimeter now. Into the hands of Yves Pons. Moves it back to the top of the key over to Vescovi. Vescovi passes now. Right wing to Bowden. Bowden with the basketball. Bowden back to Fulkerson. Fulkerson working on Sestina. Jumper. He has got it. John Fulkerson for 2 right there. Back to 9. Anything with, if they're down by single digits, that's good for Tennessee. Against this type of team that is a legit contender that can win it all, that's good for Tennessee. Especially with a young type of team like this. 6 seconds. Maxey passes. Inside turnaround jumper. Left baseline. Sestina though, with a putback slam right at the horn. And we go into halftime as ZJ Montgomery missed it. Up and off the backboard a little bit too strong, but Nate Sestina with 1 second left to go slams it home, and it's 42-31 right now at half. Tyrese Maxey goes into halftime, leading scorer for Kentucky with 14 points. Looking solid so far for these Wildcats in this one as we go into halftime here, 42-31 with a score, putting a good amount of points here on the board. Yep, so we got my fans in here from the Big Blue. My man Ant here is joining me all day. Boulder Vaughn here once again. Just making dinner. Awesome, man. Sounds good, guys. Boulder Vaughn with a good dinner coming up. Right now we're on break. Jack putting out Barnes is good. He'll figure something out for Tennessee in the next few years. Yes, I think so. Tennessee will probably be back to the tournament next year. This is a really young team. If they build up next season, they have a good chance to go back. Oh, man, look at that. Looking at this. Purdue is crushing Iowa tonight here. 40-31 at halftime. Purdue is destroying Iowa. Oh, that is awesome. Benny Snell Jr. rookie card, Cody, putting out here. That's incredible. That might be worth a lot of money someday. Hopefully he's able to break out next year for Pitt. So right now we're just at halftime. I'm just going to bring up like recruiting to see what Tennessee has next season. So right now we're at halftime. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play basketball on Behind Your Basketball on YouTube. Michigan State, yeah, Sparty with a huge win. I called that game right before this one, my man. Welcome on the channel here, LNG TV once again. Yep, he's excited. Rutgers with a big win for Rutgers to keep them in the tournament, their tournament hopes. Yeah, Tennessee's going to get some freshmen next year, looks like. Number 16, Jaden Springer, the freshman shooting guard, 5-star recruit there for Tennessee next season. Also got another 5-star recruit with Keon Johnson, number 26, in the ESPN Top 100 for the class of 2020. So they got 2 good recruits coming in. They got a third coming in as well, Corey Walker, a 4-star recruit, number 73. So it's going to be rebuilding here with Rick Barnes next season, but those three are freshmen. Expect the future to be really bright for Tennessee. This is just one of those years that they lost a lot of like upperclassmen. There's going to be a couple of these teams like this season. I feel like watch out for Alabama next year. Alabama's all underclassmen in their starting 5. If they keep everybody and Kyra Lewis doesn't go to the draft, that team could be good next year. If Nate Oates keeps his entire starting 5, because they're going to be going to the NIT. Right now they're trailing against Vanderbilt, 56-54. They're also without their number 2 scorer, John Petty, tonight in that game for Alabama. But next season, if they're able to retain a lot of their starters and not transfer, that could be a team to look out for the future. What do I think about LSU? I don't think they're going to do too well in the tournaments. They don't really know how to play defense. LSU isn't that strong defensively. They can score a ton of points, but defensively they give up a lot of points. Let's see. Good question. I'll update you with that. Who does Maryland have left to play? I'll take a look at that right now. Penn State is falling apart. Ohio State basketball pun out in football. Alright, so final game for Maryland's against Michigan. And it's at home against Michigan. At home against Michigan on Sunday. So Sunday at home against Michigan, 12 p.m. on Fox. And that's Maryland's last game. That's a huge game there against number 25 Michigan. Maryland falling apart. They've lost the last 3 games out of 4. And one of those today was at Rutgers. And they lost at home against Michigan State, where they beat Michigan State like 2 weeks prior to that. Oh yeah, Benny Snell Jr. was an absolute beast for Kentucky. So currently we're just on a halftime break in this game. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play on Behind New York Basketball on YouTube. Just going to throw this out here. I don't think Maryland's going to make it to the Big Ten title game. I don't. Michigan State. I've never counted out Michigan State out of this. They look like, if they keep on going like this, they look like a legit Final Four team for Sparty if they keep it up. And this team is hot right now. So right now we're at the half. Leading scorer for Kentucky, Tyrese Maxey with 14 points. 6 points off the bench off 2 3-point shots by Johnny Juzang. 5 points by Nick Richards, also 5 by Quickly. And then 4 points by Ashton Higgins, Keon Brooks with 4 points. Who do I think will win the tournament? Since you're asking me this question today, I've got Kentucky right now. Kentucky is just solid, just tough to beat. And one thing they could do better than basically the entire field of 68, field of 64 in the first round is shoot free throws. They're number 3 in the nation right now in college basketball in free throws. And a lot of those close games, they're going to come down to free throws. And this team chemistry, it's just great to see with Kentucky. Maxey shows up for the big games. Quickly is playing out of his mind lately. Nick Richards is just so good in the low post. Absolute beast. Sestina comes in on the bench. He provides bench spark there when needed. Inside and outside, Sestina could do it. Higgins is a spectacular passer. Always finds the open man for Higgins. This team is going to be tough to beat. Juzang now coming off the bench once again. Johnny Juzang with 2 3-point shots. This is huge for Kentucky. They're going to take on Kansas, I think, in the final. It's going to be Kentucky-Kansas. The 2 Ks taking on each other in the final. It's going to be one good game. If I had to predict, that's what they have right now today. Vegas Vicks put out Michigan State will make it to the Elite 8 and then lose. I feel like there's going to be a Big Ten team in the Final Four. The only thing is figuring out what Big Ten team will it be. Because some of them are on win streaks. That's the thing. Ohio State's on a win streak. Yup, and EJ as well. Just absolute beasts with those two, EJ and Nick, inside the low post. How do I feel about Florida State? Really good. I like Florida State as well. I've got them in my Final Four. Florida State, scrappy defensively. And once again, the thing I like about Florida State is that it's not like one scorer that it goes through. It's not like a Jordan Nwora or Marcus Howard. It's not one scorer that it goes through for Florida State. There's multiple players. They rotate, like, they're so deep. They rotate. Like, they have good rotation there in their players. And Patrick Williams has done, like, he's coming up. He is rising right now. He could be a star in the tournament for Florida State. He's getting better and better each and every day. Hey, welcome to the channel, by the way, ACN Venom. Thanks so much for stopping by here. So, yeah, it's just figuring out who the Big Ten team will be. I was thinking about the Big East for a while, but there's nobody really sticking out of the Big East. Some people are having Creighton. After the blowout against St. John's on Sunday, I'm not going with Creighton. The matchup might be there that they might even lose in the first round, depending on the matchup. If Creighton gets seeded against Vermont or something like that, I do like Vermont to win a tournament game. People sleep on that team. They're not going to make it to the Sweet 16. But I feel like they're going to win a tournament game this year. They played really well against Florida State in the first round last season. So I think Vermont could very well win a first-round game if they are seeded on that same matchup there. If they would get a matchup with Creighton. Yeah, he had an incredible career. Cody put in here. Benny Snell, 3,873 rushing yards, 48 rushing touchdowns. Benny Snell was a beast when he played for Kentucky. So right now we're just on break. SEC update here. Vanderbilt leading Alabama 50. Actually, Alabama just took the lead with a shot. So 59-58 is the score. 1 point Alabama lead with 12:30 left to go in that game. Halftime between Texas and Oklahoma. Both of those teams in the bubble. Texas leads 30-26. They're actually starting the second half right now between those two teams. West Virginia leading at halftime against Iowa State 44-31. West Virginia finally getting back on the right track, but I just don't like their chances at all. Celtics trying to close it out tonight against the Brooklyn Nets. 118-115. 7 seconds left remaining. Celtics lead by 3. Timberwolves with D'Lo. He just made a 29-foot shot right there. As D'Lo with a 3-point shot to go ahead for Minnesota. 120-119 over the Pelicans now in the final 7 minutes. Yes, I did see that. That's terrible with the whole coronavirus thing that they're considering not having people attend the tournament games. All it would basically be media just to cover the games and no crowds. That would be awful. That would be terrible. But no matter what, guys, we'll be calling play-by-play for you guys throughout the tournament here. So if you're a first timer on the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub, hit the notification bell. I call play-by-play for college basketball, NBA, the March Madness tournament on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. That's gonna feel so weird. So weird if there's just no fans on it. I'm good this is not a Providence year, because Providence is hosting the tournament next year. This year the closest venue to me is in Albany, which is like 3 hours away. I live 20 minutes away from Providence, so I think next year I'm going to get some tickets to go to Providence, but good thing I didn't buy any tickets to go to the first round games in Albany, because that's just a waste of money. Like, to buy those tickets well ahead of time, like months ahead of time or so, and then you find out that they're going to cancel because of the coronavirus thing. It's just like this is just, it's crazy. Did I see the Hail Mary, Georgia, Tennessee, back in 2016? I don't believe so. I don't believe I saw that Hail Mary one. I remember the crazy Iron Bowl game with a 109-yard missed field goal return for the touchdown with Auburn and Alabama. That was crazy. I remember that one back in the day. Yeah, Ant putting out here, if we end the season with a 10-game winning streak, SEC championship, he doesn't see why Kentucky wouldn't be in the talk for the 1 seed. I agree with that, man. And I was looking at something today on like a video, and people were already writing off Kentucky. They were like, yeah, they're not going to get a 1 seed. Like, they are already writing them off that they couldn't get a 1 seed for the tournament. Well, the teams in front of them are going to have to slip up. That could very well happen tomorrow with Dayton. If Dayton does slip up at Rhode Island tomorrow in that game, that would open it up for Kentucky there. Awesome, man. So, yeah, I'm going to check that out later. So, the Hail Mary 2016 Georgia against Tennessee. That is dope, dude. Favorite mid-major in the tournament. Ooh. I'm going to go probably Stephen F. Austin. Stephen F. Austin looks like they could go to the Sweet 16 depending on the matchup. Vermont looks like they are poised to win a first-round matchup. They could very well do so. It all depends on their matchup. If they take on like a team like a Butler, somebody like that, or like a Big East type of team, I feel like they could, that type of team could be very beatable. West Virginia, I think, has dropped to a 7. I was looking forward to a matchup with Vermont versus West Virginia. That's not going to happen, though. East Tennessee. East Tennessee is another one. Looking like an 11-6 or 12-5 with their matchup for East Tennessee. They could very well win. But I think most likely to make it to the Sweet 16, I would go with Stephen F. Austin. They only got 3 losses this season. I would go with them to make it into the Sweet 16. I see East Tennessee winning a first-round game, Vermont winning a first-round game, and then, depending on the matchup, maybe Harvard or Yale, whoever comes out of the Ivy. And Harvard's only got 7 losses. Yale's got 6 losses. That's going to be the Ivy League championship right there. Yale versus Harvard. And Harvard, it's incredible what Harvard has done this year. Despite the injuries, losing Bryce Aiken to injury. They lost in the transfer portal Seth Towns. It's just incredible what they're doing for Harvard there. That team is built with a ton of upperclassmen. A couple of top 100 recruits as well, I think back from 2016. And I actually called a game at Harvard this season. That team is deep. That team is deep. They have like they go there starting 5 and then they get in like bench players, like 6 or 7 players off the bench there. It's not like they start like 5 players and then they only have 2 other players rotate off the bench. Like I know a team that does that, and it doesn't look promising for them right now. I know that team, and they got a big matchup tomorrow against Dayton because they only play 7 players and that's it. 5 for the starting 5 and then 2 they rotate with smaller minutes off the bench and barely get any bench points, and that's not what you want to do because you're not deep at all. Cody put in here, he's a former quarterback. Oh man, that's great, dude. So my man Cody here, former quarterback. Welcome in the stream, brother. I appreciate it. His team might win it here. He puts it out. I'm not really sold on the teams that's good with very few losses, like a Liberty or a Wright State. I'm not sold on those 2 teams. Hey, welcome to the channel here. Heron L2s, thanks so much for stopping by. Which team is better, Kentucky or Auburn? Kentucky for sure. Kentucky has improved throughout the entire course of the season, each and every day. They have progressed, and the team chemistry is off the chains right now. So I would go Kentucky for sure. And out of the entire March Madness tournament field, I would go Kentucky. They shoot free throws better than anybody in the nation right now. It's I think only 2 other teams that's better than them. They're 3rd in college basketball, but in that entire field, they're going to be the best free throw shooting team going in. Dribble drive inside. Kentucky floats it up. A lot of contact, and we get a foul here. Stops the clock with 19:34. Ashton Hagans picks up the offensive foul. Just ran over a Tennessee player into the lane, so the Vols will get back to basketball. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Cody's favorite team, top rank in the nation. So you're a Kansas Jayhawk fan here, my man. So Kansas fan, that team is so deep as well. I never want to take like the top overall seed. Because when I saw Kansas lose against Northern Iowa back in 2010, that never wanted me to take the overall #1 ever again. That's why I see Kansas getting to the title game but losing. 3-ball, top of the key, Tennessee, no good. Hit the front rim, rebound, Kentucky. So the first minute right now, Kentucky with the basketball. Dribble drive, inside quickly, floats it up, and that's going to be a foul by by Tennessee. It's going to stop the clock with 19 minutes. As quickly went dribble drive into the lane, floated up, got fouled. Is John Calipari Coach of the Year? I think he very well could be. I think another name that nobody has in their list that should deserve to get votes at least. He's not going to get Coach of the Year, but should deserve to get votes for Coach of the Year. Somebody you guys have never heard of before. Somebody you've never heard of before, I bet you. I'm going to let you know who his name is right now. So he is the head coach of Merrimack. His name is Joe Gallo. First shot's good at the free throw line, by the way, by Kentucky. Joe Gallo and Merrimack. They got a 20-win season in college basketball. Their first ever season in D1. 20 wins. Most amount of wins by a D1 school for their first season in D1, transitioning over from the D2 level. He's not going to win Coach of the Year, but he should definitely get votes. Like, give this guy respect. I know he plays in a small conference, but if Merrimack have been able to play in the conference tournament, which unfortunately they're not, they will be going to March Madness this year. Kentucky in the fast break transition lays it up and in off the backboard. That one's good for 2. 46-31. Maxey now adding in more points. He's got 16. Tennessee with the basketball, top of the key into the hands of Bowden. Bowden with the basketball, moves it over to the right wing perimeter. Passes now into the key, over to the right elbow, into the hands of Eves Pons. Pons, jumper. Puts it up, no good. Hit the front rim, rebound Richards. Kentucky now with the basketball, takes it past the half-court logo now. They have it at the right wing into the hands of Maxey. Maxey dribbles back to the top of the key. 18 minutes left to go here. 15-point lead right now, Kentucky. Maxey, dribble drive. Left baseline, passes out. Left corner three in the air. Quickly. Air ball, no good, but Richards there to rebound it. Offensive board. Oh, nice. Backdoor cut. They had it, but quickly looking for a foul when to get one. Block. Right from behind by Tennessee. Tennessee back with the basketball in transition. Inside. Low post dribble. Floats it up. Fulkerson off the mark. No good. Montgomery tried to get it. Tipped out of bounds, though. Last touched out of bounds by Tennessee. By number 5, Josiah Jordan James. And Kentucky gets it right back. So Kentucky get back to basketball. Kansas did not play tonight. So no Kansas tonight. Cody is celebrating a win tonight here. 46-31. Kentucky with the ball. Hand off to Quickly. Bounce pass. Low post to Richards. Richards puts it up, and it's going to be a blocking foul. With 17.5 left to go. John Fulkerson commits the foul. Should be sending Richards to the line to shoot 2. Let's see here. Nets tied? Really? Are they tied? Oh, wow. Thanks so much for the update. Oh, my goodness. I did not expect that. Celtics were crushing the Nets earlier. So, Nets and Celtics are in overtime. Thanks so much for the update there. First shot's up. First shot good at the free throw line by Nick Richards for Kentucky. So, yeah, Nets and Celtics, it's tied up at 118 right now. So, 118-118. Second shot by Richards. He has got it. It's a 17-point game. 17.5 left remaining. Kentucky with the Kentucky just gets both of their free throws. Tennessee now with the basketball. Bulls have it. Moves it over to the top of the key to Eves Pons. Swings it back over to the right wing, over to Vescovi. Vescovi passes this one, low post, puts it up, and they bank it up and in off the backboard. Fulkerson gets it. He gets fouled as well. So John Fulkerson will go to the free throw line and shoot 1. 15-point game, 17-10 left to go. Jack Purnell here. I call so many comeback games. Hope this one, as he puts here, because he's a Tennessee fan in this game. Penn State, just a complete choke in the last game. I'm not too confident with Penn State either when it comes to the tournament. Complete choke. John Fulkerson hits his shot at the free throw line. It's a 14-point game. 48-34. If you guys are new, first timer on the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. If anybody's new, notification bell goes a long way as well. Kentucky now with the ball, bounce pass to the right wing into the hands of Brooks. Brooks swings it back over now to Quickly. Quickly, dribble drive with the right hand, puts it up and in off the backboard. Counts for 2 by Emmanuel Quickly. He gets fouled as well. So Quickly will go to the line and shoot 1. Awesome. Cody with his first touchdown tonight. Incredible, man. That is great, dude. 50-34, 16-point game. As Quickly with a burst of speed up and in off the glass he scores. Jordan Bowden in a lot of foul trouble now by Tennessee. 3 fouls. He is the leading scorer this season for Tennessee. Kentucky will get the free throw here with Quickly at the line. Quickly looking for his 10th point. This shot is up, and it's good. Good at the free throw line right there by Kentucky. Puts it to 17 here. 16:45 left to go. Tennessee with the basketball at the left wing to the hands of Bowden. Bowden moves it back. Fulkerson to the top to Pons. Pons hand off to Bowden. Bowden circles around the hoop. Swings it back out to the right corner. Now over to the top of the key to Vescovi. Vescovi moves it over. 3-ball taken, but we have a foul before the shot. It's going to be a Kentucky foul away from the basketball. Stops the clock. 16:36 left to go. Tennessee puts up the shot off the inbound. Hits the front rim. Offensive rebound. They put it back outside. 3-ball. In the air. Vescovi off the mark. Offensive rebound once again by Fulkerson. Fulkerson puts it back out. Back inside to Fulkerson. Guarded by Quickly. Now guarded by Brooks. Moves it back over around the perimeter. 3-ball up in the air. Tennessee hits it. Triple right there. Puts it back to 14. Off the triple by Jordan James. Oh, yes, they did. They played Kansas. So, yes, Tennessee played Kansas. That was part of that SEC Big 12 Challenge. And Kansas got the W. It wasn't really a blowout, though. They lost only by 6. So, Tennessee only lost by 6 points to Kansas back in January. 16 minutes, 15 seconds left to go. 51-37 is the score here, folks. And this one is we have a timeout taken on the court right now. Scoreboard update for everybody. West Virginia looking like they could possibly blow it here. West Virginia had a double-digit lead that has dwindled now down to 4. They lead Iowa State 44-40. 17 minutes left remaining in that game. West Virginia in danger of missing the tournament, especially if they lose tonight against Iowa State. People have them coined in as locks. I wouldn't say so. West Virginia, their resume, there's nothing there for the month of February. They have nothing there for West Virginia. Terrible losses. A win against Oklahoma State, and that's basically it. You gotta beat Iowa State. I wouldn't even have them as a lock right now for West Virginia. Texas leading Oklahoma 37-35. Tight game there for two teams trying to make their way onto the bubble. Alabama losing Vanderbilt 72-71. Vandy up by 1 now. Final 5 minutes left to go in that game. Scoreboard update. What's going on with other games going on? College basketball tonight. Purdue leading Iowa 42-27. Iowa having all different types of difficulties whenever they take on Purdue. NBA update here. Celtics against the Nets. Brooklyn Nets lead by 6 with 1 minute left to play. What happened? What happened in the fourth quarter, Celtics? They get outscored 51-34 in the fourth quarter. And Brooklyn hits the free throw with Karis LeVert, and it's 127-120 with a minute left to play. Total collapse by the Celtics tonight, even though Marcus Smart had 14 points, 10 assists. Timberwolves lead the Pelicans. Massive game between these two teams, 135-131. Like a game with no defense in the NBA. Jrue Holiday triple-double tonight for New Orleans. 27 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists tonight for Jrue. Clippers lead the Thunder by 20, 102-82. Prime position for the Celtics to make noise and get a W and have a chance to pull up into second place in the Eastern Conference. And they blow it wide open in the fourth quarter. That is crazy. Cody's favorite player from 2019 is Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, the man. I hope he takes a huge jump next year for Arizona. Because that team is obviously rebuilding, but once they get, solid pieces around them and stuff, and they need, a running game there for Arizona. That's one big thing. We got 16 minutes, 15 seconds, so 16-15. Left remaining tonight in this one, 51-37. It's a 14-point lead by Kentucky. As we go right back over to the action here in this one. We're going to cut right back into this game in just a moment. Yes, especially this season, Jack. Six-point loss to Kansas is just as good as a win, especially for this type of season. So 51-37. We're going to get back to this game right now as Kentucky will have the basketball. We're back into it. Okay, Joel will pass the half-court logo. If you guys are new to the channel first time, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here, as I call it play-by-play. They move it around the perimeter into the hands of Quickly. We're back into this game. 16 minutes remain. Quickly passes over to Maxey. Maxey dribbles to the left wing. Pass over to Quickly, top of the key. Lobs it, low post to Richards. Turnaround jumper on the hook, no good. Rebound by Tennessee. Tennessee now with the basketball. They have it at the top of the key with Vescovi. Dribble drive, left hand inside. Bad pass. I don't know if he was looking to shoot it or pass it, though, but it was way low with a rim that gets stolen away by Kentucky here by Sestina. Kentucky with the basketball. Burst of speed. Puts it up. Quickly with the contact. No good. Nick Richards had it in his hands for a moment. Tennessee takes it away, though. Steal by Tennessee, though. Vols get the basketball back. 15.5 left to go. Vols have it. Dribble drive at the left elbow. Passes back to the top here to Pons. Pons hands it off to Bowden. Almost missed the exchange, but they're going to get it in time as they move it around the perimeter. Jordan James with the basketball. Passes out to Fulkerson. Fulkerson guarded at the right baseline. Jumper over Sestina. High arcing shot, and they hit it for 2. 51-39 is the score. 12-point game. John Fulkerson has got 20 points out of the 39 tonight for Tennessee. Kentucky with the basketball. They got it at the top of the key now. Over to Johnny Juzang. Moves it back over to left wing. Quickly passes over to Maxey, and it's going to be a travel by Kentucky. Refs call a travel, and Calipari's like, are you serious? I didn't see anything. They called a travel on Quickly? Again, I did not see that to be a travel at all. Juzang passed it over to Quickly, and they call him on a travel for it. I swear, some of these refs this year, especially in the SEC, some of the games I've called, like the worst officiating has been in these SEC games. Inside low post, Tennessee puts it up, and we get a lot of contact in the foul. Pretty bad officiating in these SEC games. Besides the A-10 game I went and saw in person on Sunday, that was awful. How that first half was officiated, that was just terrible. And yesterday's Big 12 game, that was a disgrace to refereeing. That was bad at its finest. It blew Texas Tech's chances to win the game against Baylor. 51-39, 14.5 left to go. Tennessee now with the ball. Yves Pons, top of the key. Puts it back now into the hands as they'll take a three here with Jordan James. No good off the back iron. Tipped around. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Maxey. So Tennessee will get it back with 14-20. Did I hear about the rumor Duke players have been hurting small children driving recklessly? I have not heard that, the gaming nut. Do I think Tennessee will beat Alabama in football this year? No chance. No chance there. Nick Saban squad, too good. All day, every day for Alabama. Jumper and the key goes down by Tennessee. 10-point game, 51-41. Hey, welcome to the channel. Football Guy 134. Thanks so much for stopping by here. I appreciate it, man, for finding my channel. Kentucky with the ball. He just lost in the key. Tennessee with a steal. 2-on-1. Fast break transition. Jams it down for two right there. As that is Yves Pons. 51-43. This game has gone down to 8. Right now with 13:57 left to go in the timeout taken by Kentucky in the court. So if you're a first-timer on the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here if you enjoy the content, as they call play-by-play of basketball, college basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA, and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So this game has gone final in overtime. Brooklyn Nets have beaten the Boston Celtics. Celtics got outscored in the fourth quarter 51-34. That is devastating. Absolutely devastating that they got absolutely blown out like that in the fourth quarter. Wow. Devastating, devastating. Currently, we're just break. John Fulkerson for Tennessee has 20 points out of the 43 in this game for the Vols. Every other player is less than 8. 8 or less for the Vols. For Kentucky, leading scorer 16 by Maxey, 10 by Emmanuel Quickly. Quickly, though, struggling tonight. 3 for 12 from the floor, especially early on in this game. He started out 0 for 4. It's only 1 for 3 from behind the arc. But Kentucky doing what they've been doing entirely throughout the course of the season. 11 for 12 as a team at the free throw line. What team do I think will make the SEC championship in football this year? Alabama should be back. But I'm going to go Alabama and Auburn. If they're able to take the steps up with Bo Nix, they could get to the SEC championship. Georgia, Alabama could very well be a possibility. You know, I don't know who the quarterback's going to be, though, replacing Jake Fromm for Georgia. That's the only thing there. But if Bo Nix is able to take the step up, I would say Auburn and Alabama. And unless LSU, because they lose Joe Burrow, that's the thing. They lost a lot of impact seniors in that team, especially for like wide receiver, tight ends. Basically, a lot of that offense was a ton of seniors on that LSU team. Alright, so we're going to get right back into this one. 51-43 is the score. 13 minutes and 57 seconds left remain in this game right now, with an 8-point Kentucky lead with 13:57 left to go on the clock. All right, so we're going to get back to action in this one. Kentucky with the basketball with 13:50 remaining. They have it now at the right wing into the hands of Hagans. Hagans, dribble drive. With the right hand, puts it up. Tennessee commits the blocking foul. It's going to stop the clock, 51:43. Oh yeah, that's right. Good point. Yeah, that's right. They split it into divisions now for the SEC. That's correct. So they split into divisions. I'm thinking like all the way back to the like early 2010s. When they didn't have it in divisions for the SEC. They just took the top 2 teams. First shot's good at the free throw line. Second shot good by Kentucky as well. So yeah, that's correct. Good point there. So yeah, probably Georgia and Alabama. Then that, because LSU graduated a lot from their team. And also Florida, maybe. Maybe Florida. It all depends. They could very well be up there. 13.5 left to go. Tennessee down by 10 with the basketball. Dribbles at the right wing. Bowden passes right corner. Into the hands of Jalen Johnson. And he lost control of the basketball. Goes out of bounds. A turnover by Tennessee. And this should go back to Kentucky now. 13:28 left to go. Kentucky will get back the ball. Off the turnover, they lost the control out of bounds. So Kentucky with the ball, top of the key with Hagans. Hagans has it. Bounce pass over to Maxey. Maxey at the right wing perimeter. Dribbles now. Pass over to Sestina, right corner perimeter. Moves it back over to the free throw circle. Making their move top of the key here with a left hand. Dribble drive. Inside, off the glass, too high. On a missed shot by Quickly. Rebounded by Tennessee. Foles with the ball, 13 minutes left to play. As they move it over to the left wing. Over to Jordan James. They pass it back out to the top of the key. Take a 3, and Tennessee knocks it down. These 3-point shots have kept them right in the game. Ease Pons. He's got 6 points off of 2 3-point shots. Tennessee in a 12-2 run in the last 4 minutes. Kentucky with the basketball. Moves it out to the right wing to Quickly. Quickly. Back over top of the key here to Hagans with the ball now for Kentucky. 12.5 left to go. Passes back to Quickly. Quickly. Right baseline dribble. Nice pass and feed outside. Sestina passes to the left wing. 3 ball up in the air and they draw it. Maxey hits the triple. Back to a 10-point game. 19 points. Perfect 2 for 2 from the 3-point line by Maxey tonight. Tennessee. Quick going up the court. Inside. Puts it up and in. Off the backboard. It will count by Tennessee. And they get fouled, so they'll go to the line and shoot 1. This has been good. It's been a good pace of scoring we got going on so far. This game's picked up quite a bit. That was nice ball movement. Quickly, the right baseline dribble by the last Kentucky 3-point shot. Dished it on a clear dish out to Sestina at the left corner, who passed it to the left wing over to Maxey, drilled down the open 3. Precise ball movement just like that. That is chemistry at its finest. That shot's good at the free throw line. 7-point game. Kentucky with the basketball. Hey, welcome in there, Brian. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. I appreciate it, bud, for being back here on the channel. Passing now into the key here. Maxey swings it back outside to left baseline. Hagans back over to Maxey. Maxey at the left wing for Kentucky. Dribble drive. Right hand. Scoop and score. Up and in off the glass. 2 more by Maxey. He's got 21. He's 8 for 10 from the floor. 58-49. Hey, what is good, Vaughn here? Thanks so much, Vaughn, for stopping by once again, bud. Tennessee with the basketball. They move it over in the key to Fulkerson. Fulkerson dribbles back now. Swings it back out to Bowden. Bowden takes a 3. It's off the mark, but he gets fouled. The refs are going to call a foul on Quickly. Or is it going to be on Maxey? It's going to be on Maxey, actually. It's going to be on Maxey trying to guard Jordan Bowden, and that will be 3 at the free throw line when we get back after this TV timeout. Jordan Bowden took the 3 and absorbed the contact from Tyrese Maxey. So currently we're just on break. We're going to get back into this game in a matter of moments here. 11:39 left to go in the second half. So right now we're just in the TV timeout. John Fulkerson, 20 points. He's got for Tennessee tonight. Looking good. He's 9 for 10 from the floor. But everybody else struggling here. They just not have picked it up at all. Kentucky leading the way. Massive game by Tyrese Maxey. Has 21 points. Emmanuel Quickly with 10 points. Nick Richards with 7, but you got to get the ball more into the low post here to Nick. He's only 1 for 3 shooting. He's got 6 free throw attempts, knocked down 5 of those. You got to get the ball into the hands of your big guy a whole lot more. One of the things, of course, keeping Kentucky into this game right now with a W, at the moment is their leading is the three-point shots. A team that usually doesn't nail down three-point shots that often, or they don't really take as much. In this game, they're 5 for 7 from three-point range. So that's what's going on so far. They're also leading the rebounding battle 19 to 16. Turnovers a killer tonight for Tennessee, 10 of those. Yeah, and man, it's really funny. This is just how the college basketball season has been. Like, it's gonna be one of the biggest battles ever to see who wins the tournament. Crazy. But yeah, just funny how all the teams just turn good when they play at the top of their conference against Tennessee here. By the way, Vanderbilt leading Alabama 83 to 79, so it looks like Alabama's going to lose this game. So Alabama's season, that is basically it for Alabama. Texas leads Oklahoma, big game going on 40 to 37. I got a kick about this one right now. West Virginia is losing to Iowa State. 11:30 left to go. Iowa State leads 51 to 48. They had a double-digit lead for West Virginia. They shouldn't even be in the bracket. Shouldn't even be in the bracket right now. That is, oh man, that is devastating. What happened to West Virginia? They just forgot how to play basketball for the month of February here into March. Yeah, they were a good team back in December and January. That's not going to cut it. I have no clue how everybody's putting them as a lock into the tournament. If they lose against Iowa State, and say if they take on, I don't know who they're going to take on in the first round, but say if they take on K-State and lose, that's atrocious. Take on K-State in the Big 12 tournament, lose in a neutral court, then is that tournament worthy? No, not at all. They're not going to make it. Not going to make it at all. Especially when you only get 7 conference wins. That's not enough. They did beat Oklahoma State a couple weeks ago. It was Texas Tech who lost against Oklahoma State. Alright, so free throws coming up for Tennessee. 58-49 to score. First shot the line by Tennessee. It's up. They miss it. No good. Off the back iron. Oh, they're getting out first round. That's if even West Virginia makes it into the tournament. I remember there was one year, it was SMU. I think it was back in 2016. SMU was ranked in the top 25 leading up to Selection Sunday. And they did not make the bracket. They were the first team put in the NIT. They did not make the bracket. Shot 3 at the free throw line. The next 2 went down. So the first one was a miss, second one good, and the third one good at the free throw line as Maxey committed the foul from behind the three-point arc. 58-51 now. Maxey with the basketball. Bounce pass into the hands of Higgins at the top of the key. Moves it back over to Quickly. Pass into the key here to Richards. Richards swings it back. Right baseline dribble. Oh, nice feed. Low post there to Maxey. But Richards gets the ball taken right out of his hands. Tennessee with a steal. Here they go. Tennessee in transition. Open 3. Misses it. Wide open. Hit the front rim. Gets the offensive rebound, though. They're going to set it up. Bowden with the basketball now at the top. 11 minutes left to go. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. They have it at the left wing. Dribble. Inside now. Low post for Bowden. Push it back to the free throw circle. Fulkerson takes the jumper. No good. And Richards comes up with a rebound, but it's going to be a foul. I think it will be on Nick Richards coming up on the rebound for the foul from behind. Yeah, the refs are going to say Nick Richards picked up the foul on the rebound going up for it. He was battling at the key there. It was 13 for Tennessee. Jalen Johnson, he was the one who got fouled. So 7-point game. Jalen Johnson will go to the free throw line now, shooting the 1-on-1 bonus since Kentucky just picked up their 7th foul. First shot coming up. No good. Rattled out. Rebound by Richards. Kentucky gets the basketball. These free throws are killing Tennessee tonight. Unlike Kentucky, they know how to hit free throws. 13 for 14 at the line. Top 5 in college basketball. Tennessee 5 for 8 at the free throw line. Kentucky with the ball now at the top of the key into the hands of Higgins. Higgins dribbles. Free throw circle. Swings it back out to Montgomery. Moves it back over to Maxey. Maxey at the left wing perimeter now for Kentucky. 10:25 left to go on the clock. 5 in the shot clock. Spin move. Into the key. Puts it up. Higgins off the mark. Actually, that was Maxey. He was off the mark right there. Rebound Tennessee. Tennessee with the ball. Burst of speed. Inside with the right hand. No good. Too high off the backboard. Gets the offensive rebound, though. Tennessee puts it back outside. Into the hands of Jalen Johnson. Pushes it back to the left wing. Over now to Jordan James. James push it over to Pons. Pons jumper hits the rim short. Kicked out of bounds though by Tennessee. They could not rebound it in time. Quickly tried to go for the basketball. Hit his foot low and bounced off out of bounds. Nate Sestina comes into this game now, checking in for the Wildcats for Nick Richards. 10 minutes remaining here. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub if you guys are new to the channel. Cody cannot wait to see who Tom signs with. I still think he's going to be with the Patriots, man. Still think so. Let's see. Vaughn heard today that the Olympics could be postponed, but it would have to be during the 2020 calendar year. If they don't have it during 2020, they will have to cancel the Olympics. Wow. Yeah, still got a lot of time, though. That's more of an international concern. Yeah, postponed means that they're gonna put it back to like August, September, October. It's the Summer Olympics though, so it wouldn't really make sense to schedule it in November or December, Vaughn. So it's gonna have to be in either August or September, basically into October, and that's it. Once you hit November 1st, that's not Summer Olympics. We're back to action. Kentucky basketball, 9:40 left to go. Johnny Juzang into the game, bounce pass. It gets tipped out of bounds by Tennessee. Touched out by Santiago Vescovi. So Kentucky will inbound it in their front court. 9:40 left remaining. If you're new to the channel or first timer here, if you enjoy the content, I call it play-by-play for college basketball, NBA, the March Madness tournament. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call it play-by-play. Right corner three, it's off the mark, no good. It gets rebounded by Tennessee. Favorite Kobe moment here, Mike putting out here. Dropping the 81 on the wraps there, I would say, for the favorite Kobe moments. We got another foul by Kentucky now. (58-51), 9:23 left to go. It's going to be another foul by Kentucky there. Assessed for their 8th foul of the second half. Tennessee's picked up 4. So John Fulkerson is now shooting in the bonus. 1-1 at the free throw line. Hey, welcome in here. Colton, thanks so much for stopping by, man. I appreciate it, brother, for being back here on the channel. 9:23 left to go. Free throw is coming up for Tennessee. 1-1 bonus, and Fulkerson hits the first one. 58-52. Yep, Jason putting out favorite Kobe moment here. His is putting up 61 in his final game there. That one's up, and that one is through. It's a 5-point game here, folks. Kentucky was in full control, and now Tennessee's drawn within 5. We'll see if this can get any closer or what, or if Kentucky will have a massive, massive play that just keeps it in control for the rest of the game. Bounce pass, low post at Richards. Richards, turnaround jumper, no good. Rattled out, rebound by Tennessee. 9 minutes left to go. That is the key, though, to get the ball inside the Richards. I like that. Just couldn't finish right there. Just rattled right out. Tennessee with the ball. Fulkerson, right baseline, working on Richards. Moves it back to the top here to Bowden. Back over to Fulkerson. Dribble drive. Richards puts it up, and no good. They try to tip it up. Richards coming up with a big rebound. 8:45 left to go. That was massive. Oh, Tennessee with a steal right from behind. Foles with the basketball. Vescovi passes left corner off the fingertips, and it goes out of bounds by Yves Pons. Turnover by the Vols right there with 8:38 on the clock. Butterfingers. Yves Pons was wide open to take the three and just thrown a little bit behind him off his fingertips and goes out of bounds. Turnover number 12 tonight by Tennessee. Goes back over to Kentucky. Kentucky ball now top of the key here to Hagans. Hagans with the basketball at the edge of the Kentucky logo now. 8:25 left remaining. 5-point Wildcat lead. Hagans with the ball now. Jubbles at the free throw circle. Makes his move inside. Nice pass over to Richards. Slamming and jamming it down right there by Nick Richards for 2. Oh, that was a nice pass by Hagans. 7-point game. 22 points off of the turnovers tonight by Kentucky, by the way. Only 5 by Tennessee. Tennessee now with the basketball. Left wing. Passes over now to the left baseline to Yves Pons. Jumper. Over Richards. Contested. He got it. That was difficult. Yves Pons hits it for 2. He's got 8 points. That was a tough shot right there from the left baseline. He got it. 7:50 left to go. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Oh, wow. Cody has seen Kobe's daughter play, man. That must have been something for real. Higgins, dribble drive inside, tried to split the double team. Tennessee coming up with a big steal. Tennessee floats it, low post to Fulkerson. Fulkerson puts it up and in off the backboard. He gets fouled as well, and this game has changed. 60-57. Fulkerson will go to the free throw line, shoot one with 7:28 left to go. This game is completely changed right now. Yves Pons faked out the entire Kentucky defense, thinking that he would shoot the three at the top of the key. Instead, he passed it right down the middle over to John Fulkerson. Fulkerson gets fouled right from behind by Sestina. And Fulkerson will go to the line after this break and shoot one. What a game. Not expecting this at all. Not expecting this at all. Not expecting the Celtics to lose to the Nets tonight. When they got outscored in the fourth quarter, 51-34. Did not expect that at all. Did not expect Jrue Holiday to have a triple-double tonight for the Pelicans. He had 27 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists. Coach Cal, yeah, he's not happy right now at all. Did not expect the Milwaukee Bucks to get crushed like they did yesterday against the Heat. So currently we're just on break. We're going to go scoreboard update. Texas leading Oklahoma 43-41. Welcome to the channel here, Shorty100. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Wow, Iowa State leading West Virginia as we go to a scoreboard update, 56-54. West Virginia has played complete garbage for the past month. They shouldn't even be in the tournament right now. Like, this is terrible basketball. If they lose against Iowa State, they got to be ashamed of themselves. If they lose against Iowa State, this is bad. Hey, welcome in here, my man, Little Man No Sports, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, my man. We hit 1.3K today. This was awesome, guys. Big thank you all for getting me there today. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here, hit the notification bell if you really enjoy what I do as well. I call play-by-play of basketball. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Feel free to check out my man Little Man No Sports. He calls absolute fire NBA streams, so check him out over on Little Man No Sports on YouTube as well. Yeah, look at this. West Virginia has lost the past 6 games of the 7. The only win was against Oklahoma State, a game that they were losing throughout most of that in the first half. Now they're losing at Iowa State. They take on Baylor on March 7th. There's no chance they win that game, right? There's no chance they beat Baylor. I don't think so. They lost by 11 the last time at Baylor. I don't think they're going to be able to win that. Taking a look, scoreboard update right now for you guys. John Fulkerson, 24 points for Tennessee, leading the way for Kentucky. 21 by Tyrese Maxey tonight. 10 points by Emmanuel Quickly. In this game, Nick Richards, he's got 9 points, 9 rebounds by Nick Richards, flirting with a double-double almost there during tonight's game. Let me know down in the chat below if you guys enjoyed Kentucky. If you're a Kentucky fan, put in BBN, Big Blue Nation, down in the channel below. If you guys like Tennessee here, Tennessee fan, feel free to put Tennessee down on the chat below as well. Let's go, guys. Let's keep on growing here on the channel. So John Fulkerson was fouled underneath the basket, got the shot up and in off the backboard, so I'll shoot one now at the free throw line. My man, play-by-play football, baseball, and more, he's a Cincinnati Bengals fan. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother, but next year, hopefully, better things will be coming. If they're able to execute and get Joe Burrow, they should be getting Joe Burrow. That shot's good. This has become a 2-point game out of nowhere. 7:25 left remaining. Kentucky now with the basketball, dribbles past the half-court logo at the left wing. Higgins passes over to the right wing to Maxey. Swings it back out to the top to Brooks. Back over to Higgins at the left wing. Moves it back to Maxey. Maxey, dribble drive. Inside, puts it up. No good. Too strong off the backboard. Rebound by Jordan Bowden. Or Bowden. Bowden with the basketball now. Takes it past the half-court logo. Tennessee. They can take the lead here with a 3. Bowden has it at the left wing. 7 minutes remaining. Over to Yves Pons. Pons now at the top of the key for the Vols. Swings it back over to the right wing. Back to the top here with Bowden. Bowden guarded by Maxey. Dribbles now to the right elbow. Guarded by Richards. Pass inside. Moves it back outside. Open 3. In the air. They take it. They got it. Josiah Jordan James. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. Tennessee has taken a lead. 61-60 and an 8-zip run in the last minute and 45. Kentucky with the basketball. Top of the key. Moves it over to Maxey. Maxey with 6.5 left to go on the clock. Passes over to Higgins at the top. Hagens here with the ball. Yes, indeed, Vaughn. I miss Avicii so much. Bounce pass to the right wing. I wish I was listening to the Knights right now as well. Inside. How is that not a foul in there? Maxey gets the ball stolen right from him. Tennessee. Fast break. Lays it up, and then they cash it in for 2 more. 3-point game here. Vols lead at Santiago Vescovi finally on the scoreboard. And they're going to take a timeout. Coach Cal not happy at all. 6:05 left to go, and whoa. Wow, talk about the bracket here. Talk about March Madness. We are in March. Oh, goodness. How Tennessee is not on the bubble. This could go a long way. Mississippi State with a terrible loss, so they're basically out of it right now. But I don't think Tennessee can make it back to the tournament unless they just tally off a bunch of wins in the SEC tournament, but did not expect this at all tonight. Whoa. Especially early on. Early on offensively, there was just no rhythm in this game by Tennessee. Tennessee outscoring Kentucky in the second half 32-18. Man. This is a shock here tonight here. What a game. Josh liking this one. Putting out, how about them Vols? I am shocked right now in this game. Hopefully Rhode Island can do that tomorrow to Dayton. Hopefully they can do that to Dayton tomorrow, because they're the only ones. It's them and New Mexico State. Those are the only 2 teams undefeated in conference play that yet remain. Alright, we're back to action. 6 minutes remaining here. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here if you enjoy the play-by-play. Kentucky, dribble drive into the key, floats it up. 2 going down by Hagens. Puts it to a 1-point game. Oh, they get the steal right back. Hagens inside. He gets fouled, and Ashton Hagens going to go to the line. Right off the inbound, Kentucky stole the ball away. So Hagens will shoot 2 now. Look at that. Look at that with explosion right now. 5:51 left to go in this game. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Cody put in here. My man Jack is a big Tennessee fan. What an upset this would be if Tennessee is able to pull this out. That would be just insane of an upset. I agree with you, Mike, for sure. They need to go to Richards inside. Yes, I do know Alex Ruan for sure, Vaughn. First shot, it is good. At the free throw line by Hagens. This game is tied up at 63. Hey, welcome to the channel, T-Ski. Welcome in here. Thanks so much for stopping by, Kentucky fan on the channel. Thanks so much for finding my stream. I appreciate it. Second shot coming up here by Hagens. No good. Rare miss. Hit the front rim. Not even close. Rebound by Tennessee. 5:45 left to go. That is a rare miss there by Kentucky at the free throw line. Tennessee's got the ball into the hands of Bowden. Welcome to the channel. Kyler Keeney, thanks so much for stopping by here. Eves Pons takes the 3 and splash at Rupp Arena. Oh my gosh. Hits a 3 ball. Where are these 3 balls tonight? They're coming from. Eves Pons, a perfect 3 for 3 from behind the 3-point line. He's got 11. Tennessee up by 3 here. 66-63. 5:20 remaining. Pass it to the top of the key to Hagens. Hagens with the basketball. Moves it over to the right wing to Quickly. Quickly now. Deep 2. Takes it. And we get a foul. It's going to be a foul on the court with 5:14. So if you guys are a first timer on the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here. If anybody's new, let me know down in the chat below who you're rooting for in this game. If you haven't already done so, if you're a Kentucky fan, type in BBN for Big Blue Nation. Tennessee fan, let me know down in the chat below. Type in TENN down in the chat below here. Kentucky get the inbound. 5:10 left to go. 3-point game. Kentucky with the basketball. Hagens with the ball now at the left elbow. Backing his way inside the low post now, working on Vescovi. Jumper, rolls around the rim, stays still, no good. They try to tip it in, it goes off the side rim. Poked out of bounds, last touched out of bounds though by the Vols. Josiah Jordan James tried to chase as it went out of bounds, and Kentucky gets it back with 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes remaining here. Hey, welcome in here, T-Ski and Kyler. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I call play-by-play of basketball games here, college basketball, NBA, the March Madness tournament. Glad to have you guys on the channel. This is awesome, guys. Great game here in store. I called Michigan State earlier. As they came back, they were down by 19. As that shot is good. Right baseline. Difficult shot, but quickly able to hit it. He's got 12 points. It's a 1-point game. Big shot right there at the right baseline by Quickly. 4.5 left to go. Tennessee with the basketball. 3-pointers have been going down left and right by Tennessee within the past few minutes. Fulkerson back in his way, working on Richards. Turnaround jumper. And it's going to be a foul. Actually, it's going to be on Montgomery. E.J. Montgomery picks up the foul. He goes over to the refs. as he thought it was a clear block. Calipari thinks so too, and Tennessee will go to the free throw line and shoot 2 now with John Fulkerson. Fulkerson with 24 tonight, the leading scorer in this game at the moment. Yeah, that was clearly the hand by Montgomery. Taking a look at that replay, that was the hand he got. Hey, welcome to the channel, Matt Croak. Thanks so much for stopping by. He is new. I appreciate it for finding my channel here. I call play-by-play basketball. You guys are awesome here. Miles Percy, welcome to the channel. Do I think Tennessee will win? If I had to bet on this game, I would have gone Kentucky all the way. I would have gone Kentucky all the way. I am shocked right now. This tells you, like, how, like, insanely, like, crazy this college basketball season has been. I hope that Rhode Island beats Dayton tomorrow, because that tells you even more how insanely this college basketball season has been. John Fulkerson hits both of his free throws at the free throw line for Tennessee. They lead by 3. 4:20 left to go in the game. Kentucky basketball. Passing over to Hagans. Hagans now at the top of the key with it for Kentucky. 18 on the shot clock. Moves over to Montgomery. Back over to Hagans. Hagans here with 4:10 left to go on the clock. Hagans dribbles, free throw circle, pass out to Maxey. Maxey, dribble drive. Inside, floats it up. Too strong. No good off the backboard. Rebound by Tennessee. 4 minutes left to go. Tennessee with the ball. If you guys are new on the channel, first timer, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play of basketball. College basketball, NBA, the March Madness tournament on Behind New York Basketball on YouTube. Tennessee hands it off now to Jordan Bowden. He has it at the right wing perimeter. Moves it over to the top of the key to Fulkerson. Bounce pass. Over to Pons, back over to Fulkerson here. Top of the free throw circle. Moves it back to Jordan James. Jordan James now left baseline. Working on Richards. That's going to be an offensive foul. Push off by Josiah Jordan James at Tennessee, and Nick Richards takes the charge, and the ball will go back over here to Kentucky with 3:38 left to go in the three-point ball game. What a game here, guys. Vaughn putting out Summer Olympics scheduled to be held on July 24th to August 9th. Do I think that the Olympics will be hosted and started on July 24th? No, they should have put it back to August like they used to. They've always, when I've remembered the Summer Olympics, they always put in August. I don't know why they have it 2 weeks earlier. The last one I think started on August 6th when they started out the one in Rio back in 2016. Indeed, Mike, we are in for an incredible March Madness here, everybody. It's going to be awesome. Cannot wait to cover games for you guys for March Madness. It's going to be awesome. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub, hit the notification bell if you enjoy what I do here as well as I call play-by-play. Just going to update you guys. West Virginia in that game against Iowa State. Back and forth, back and forth. West Virginia leading Iowa State. 5 minutes left to go. 62-60. It is tight in that game. Texas versus Oklahoma, final minute and a half. That game's back and forth as well. Oklahoma leading 46-45. Other college basketball scores tonight. Vanderbilt, surprising victory on the road at Alabama as Vandy is beating Alabama tonight, 87-79 the final. Other games for college basketball tonight. Purdue leading Iowa 64-50. Rutgers earlier with a victory over Maryland by 11. And I call Michigan State. What a W Michigan State got. They were trailing by 19 points. Early on against Penn State, came from behind, outscored them in the second half 48-25 and got the victory. I can tell you another team that was outscored tonight in the fourth quarter, the Boston Celtics. Oof, big oof. I'm a Celtics fan, by the way. This was rough when I saw the final score. Brooklyn Nets won the Celtics tonight, 129-120, when the Celtics had like a 20-plus point lead, I believe. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Insane games going down tonight. Duquesne beat VCU in overtime by 3. This has just been a crazy season for college basketball. So if you guys enjoy the content here, I call play-by-play of college basketball, the March Madness tournament, NBA on the streams. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, hit the big red subscribe button as well down below. Big thank you all for tuning into my stream tonight. This was awesome, guys. I did not expect this game to be like this at all, but I really do like to cover close games. Was not expecting this one to be this tight, though. 68-65. John Fulkerson has had a massive game here for Tennessee. He's got 27 points, 10 for 14 from the floor, and they are hitting triple after triple. They've got 8 3-point shots made in this game tonight by the Bulls. Kentucky with the basketball, trailing by 3. 3.5 left to go as we get back into the game. Kentucky dribbles. Top of the key now with the ball into the hands of Hagans. And we get a foul away from the basketball committed by Tennessee here. It's going to stop the clock with 3:25. Vaughn wanted the Olympics to go on July 24th because you don't have school Oh, yeah, that's right. You're from California, so it starts... So you start school, like, early August. 68-65, 3:25 left to go, and an inbound coming up. I think. Oh, no, they're going to have free throws. Kentucky at the free throw line with Nick Richards. So Nick Richards going to shoot in the 1-on-1 bonus. First shot coming up by Richards. And he's got it. First shot's good. First shot's good for the number 3 free throw team in the nation, the Kentucky Wildcats. Shooting the ball just a tad below 80% at the line of the season. Nick Richards, 10 points, flirting with a double-double. He's got 9 rebounds. Second shot coming up by Richards at the line. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left to go. Misses it. No good off the back iron. Rebound Tennessee. Vols with the ball now with 3:20 left. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play. Bounce pass to the right wing perimeter. Passes back out to the top to Bowden. And we got a foul here on the court. Once again, a lot of stoppage in time. It's going to be offensive by Tennessee, it looks like. It was away from the basketball. Ooh, it was John Fulkerson just banged right into Nick Richards. Inside the low post, the ball goes right back over to Kentucky. Kentucky ball now, 3 minutes left remaining. Top of the key, Hagans. Moves it out, dribble drive. Inside, quickly, swings it back out. Oh, nice feed, open 3, Hagans. No good though, missed it. Hit the front rim, Montgomery. Gets the rebound, passes. Into the lane, we get a lot of contact right there. Montgomery tried to save the basketball. And the foul is going to be on Montgomery at the corner perimeter. So it goes back over to Tennessee. 68-66. Montgomery chasing that one. Oh, he stepped out of bounds with it. He stepped out of bounds trying to save the basketball. So that's what happened there with EJ. So Tennessee's going to get the ball back. He wide open to take another 3 if he wasn't out of bounds. Tennessee with the ball, and they're going to take a timeout by Rick Barnes. Timeout here on the court. 2:52 left to go in a good one here, folks. 2-point lead by Tennessee. Do not change the dial here as I call play-by-play. College basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA here on the channel. We got another good one tonight. Last night we had a great one that went into overtime. Texas Tech versus Baylor. Earlier today I call Michigan State. They came from 19 behind and beat Penn State in that one. And this game is looking good. I'm shocked right now that this game has turned out to be. By the way, Saturday primetime, Duke versus UNC. I believe I'll be covering that one. And that was crazy. The last game I covered between Duke and UNC. That was an insane game. Had over 8,000 people view the stream, which was the most people ever on the channel before. But yeah, let me know, guys, down in the chat below who you're a fan of. If you haven't done so already, Kentucky or Tennessee, let me know in the chat below. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the thumbs up with a like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell if you really enjoy what I do as well. 2 minutes, 52 seconds left to go. Vanya, yesterday his gym class played Bruce Springsteen. There you go. Much better song selection there, Vaughn, than what you had told me that they were playing before. We're back to action. Tennessee, left baseline dribble. Passes back out to the right elbow. Jumper taken. Yves Pons hits the 2-point shot at the right elbow, and Tennessee is up by 4. 70-66, 2:30 left to go. Kentucky now with the ball. Hey, welcome on the channel here. Gabe Smith, I appreciate my man for stopping by here on the channel. Kentucky has it top of the key. Maxey with the basketball. Oh, it's going to be a backcourt violation. Bounce pass over to Hagans, took off his eyes, and that is a mental lapse. A mental lapse that I've never seen this season for Kentucky. And they just did it right there as Maxey passed it over to Hagans. And it just went off his fingertips into the backcourt. Never a good sign when there's a backcourt violation. I could tell you that. I went to a college basketball game on Sunday, and the team that I'm a big fan of started out with a backcourt violation. Didn't end well from them for there. They're on the bubble right now, and they were down 11-0 to start out that game. 70-66. Tennessee with the basketball. 2 minutes left to go. Passing to the top of the key to Fulkerson. Fulkerson now has it. 8 on the shot clock. Welcome on the channel here, Parker Thompson. Got a couple of Tennessee fans here on the channel. Missed the jumper, but they get the putback by Yves Pons. This is... I did not think this would happen tonight here. 6-point game. Largest lead tonight by Tennessee. Kentucky now with the ball. Maxey takes the 3. Off the back iron. No good, but we get a foul. Who's it going to be on? This is crucial. It's 1:38 left to go. They're going to sort this out right now. It's away from the basketball. Once I can see who's it on, I'll let you guys know. Man, they're having all trouble in the low post boxing out Yves Pons tonight for Tennessee in this game. 6-point game. This is a massive call depending on whose ball it will be. It's going to be Nick Richards at the free throw line. So the foul is by Tennessee away from the basketball. So Nick Richards shooting now 2 in the double bonus. First one, he's got it. 72-67. If you guys enjoyed the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub. Notification bell goes a long way as well. I call play-by-play here, college basketball, NBA, in the March Madness tournament coming to you guys in about 2.5 weeks from now. Should be a great, great time doing some college basketball streams. Second shot good by Richards. Puts it back to 4. 72-68. Will I go to Olympics in 2028? That's in LA. I'm from Mass, Vaughn, so I'm not going to travel all the way across the country to go to the Olympics unless I'm covering it for the media, but probably not. 1:20 left remaining. Tennessee with the ball now. Fulkerson puts into the hands of Jordan James. James got the ball poked. Almost went in. Almost a backcourt violation, but got it back in time. James floats it up. That shot off the back iron, tipped around. Offensive rebound by Tennessee. They put it up. 2 against 1 right there as Nick Richards had no chance at all going up for that rebound as they had 2 orange jerseys right next to him on the tip. 74-68. Kentucky floats it up. No good on the first shot. Nick Richards, big tip in. It's a 4-point game. Massive, massive there for Richards. Time on the clock here. Time out on the court by Calipari. Kentucky will take their final timeout with 54 seconds left. 54 seconds left remaining in this one. What a game here. Let's see, right back on the channel. So we got Tennessee fans on the channel. Parker, Josh, Cody here. Putting out Rocky Top. Matt, my man Ant. And Boulder Vaughn as well. Kentucky fans out here on the channel. Same as my man Jason here. Jason actually wants Kentucky, puts out hopes that he loses this game. They need a loss so they won't go far in the NCAA tournament, he puts. Maybe this is the loss that they need he's putting here on the thing. It all changes. It all changes in the NCAA tournaments. Yeah, no spoilers here, guys. This is about 30 seconds behind, by the way. 54 seconds left to go. Massive, crucial tip-in by Kentucky, by the way, for Nick Richards. I was not expecting this at all. John Fulkerson with 27. This was a team that Tennessee this year, young team coming off the losses of Grant Williams, Admiral Schofield, and Jordan Bone, 3 starters last season. And this team came into play tonight here. Wow. This team came to play tonight. They're going to be, if they do get this victory, it's going to be interesting tomorrow to see where Tennessee is in the brackets. Because if they do win this, they will go 17-13 and 9-8 in the conference. Yet they have so many close losses to account for. That's the thing. So Tennessee will inbound. Who do I want to win? I'm not a fan of any of these teams. By the way, I'm a fan of Providence and Rhode Island for college basketball. So URI and Providence for college. I'm from Mass, by the way, but I call all different types of teams here play-by-play. We've called Kentucky a lot. If I had to bet on this game, I would definitely go Kentucky. I was talking about Kentucky earlier as being a national championship team, and not only a contender to be there in the Final Four, but also to win it. 74-70. Kentucky commits the foul. Tennessee going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2 in the double bonus. First shot coming up. This shot is good. At the line by Josiah Jordan James. 75-70. That is so true there, Jason. He puts out, actually lose that rep to Tennessee than Florida at Gainesville. Make sure, guys, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. Second shot, no good. Kentucky gets the rebound. 45 seconds left to go. Kentucky has it, dribbling. Right baseline, floats it over the top. The ball tipped up in the air, and it's taken out. Tennessee with a massive steal, and Kentucky commits the foul with 37 seconds. That looked like it was so going into the hands of Nick Richards. And then Tennessee came out of nowhere. Talk about bid stealers. Talk about bid stealers here. If Tennessee is able to squeak their way into the tournament during championship week, that would be crazy. My massive sleeper, guys, for the tournament is St. Louis. They could very well be the bid stealer in the A-10. First shot. That one is good at the free throw line by Tennessee. 76-70. Just like they did last year. They won the A-10 as a 6th seed. They were the 6th seed in the A-10 tournament. Second shot. James hits it. It's a 7-point lead right now. 77-70. Kentucky with the basketball. Joel's past half court. Hands it off to Maxey. They're going to have to shoot something. Maxey Floats, tried to pass it to himself. It got tipped around. Oh, this is a disaster. Half court, basically, with that shot, and it goes out of bounds and an air ball. 23 seconds left to go. That was a disaster of possession by Kentucky. When the shot clock was about to expire right there, they had to just heave up something. And Tennessee will inbound. A 7-point game, 22 seconds, and Kentucky commits the foul. This is a huge, huge game for Tennessee. You got them where you wanted them. Where they can't take any free throws, that they're going to have to foul. That's the only way that you can beat Tennessee. Because when you're behind in the final, like 1 minute, 2 minutes, you're going to have to foul. And they are just so solid at the free throw line. You got them where you wanted them. And Tennessee, looks like they're going to get the W here if they can close this out in the final 22 seconds. First shot is good at the free throw line. I am shocked. 78-70. Talk about upsets this year. This would have to go up at the very top of my list for upsets for games that I've called this year on the channel. Second shot coming up. Tennessee at the line. That one's up. That one's good. 79-70. 20 seconds remaining. Kentucky with the basketball. Joel's past half court. Makes their move inside. Spin move. Passes. Left corner 3. Up in the air. Kentucky. They got it. Maxey hits the 3. Puts it back to 6. Hey, my man John here from Off the Wall Hockey. I appreciate it, brother, for stopping by here. We got to 1.3K here today. I am shocked right now. Kentucky coming in winners of the past 8 straight games. Tennessee with a record of 16-13. And they're 14 seconds away from pulling off the W in this one. Kentucky just fouled, so Tennessee will go back to the free throw line. 14.6 left to go on the clock. First shot's up. Tennessee able to take care of business with their free throws. An 80 spot on the board. After I was about to praise this defense for what they've done throughout the past 8-game winning streak here, allowing their opponents to only an average of 65 points per game. This is a huge, huge game tonight here by Tennessee. What a victory they're going to get if they can close it out in the final 13. Second shot's good. Kentucky with the basketball. Joel at the right baseline. Moves it back outside. Maxey takes a 3 off the mark. No good. 5 seconds. Richards gets the offensive rebound. Back over right corner 3. Hagens off the mark. No good. And it is over here. 81-73 the final. What a game. Down by double-digit points, both of the games tonight. Michigan State was trailing by 19. They came back and beat Penn State. In this game tonight, what a game. Tennessee improves to 17-13 in a season that they're rebuilding. They lost Grant Williams, Admiral Schofield, Jordan Bone. This team surely rebuilding, but this has got to give this team confidence for next season. What a game by the Vols. John Fulkerson, 27 points for him tonight. Wow, I am shocked here. Tennessee was trailing in this one by 17 points. 17 points. They're probably... Tournament chances are slim there for Tennessee, but this game goes a long way, but it's going to be slim. They got a 17-13 record. Next game for Tennessee. Taking a look at the schedule right now here for Tennessee. I'll bring it up because they're going to have to win, like, they're going to have to get to the SEC final, basically, and beat some good opponents to get there. Next game's against Auburn. They just beat Florida, just beat Kentucky. Oh my goodness, they got Auburn coming up. Realization, this team could actually make the tournament. If they pull off a sweep there, Florida, Kentucky, Auburn, 3 teams in the tournament. Oh my goodness. And they perform well and make it to the SEC final. Realization just hit. This team can make the tournament with 14 losses. They just can't lose to Auburn on Saturday. Wow. This just put them right back in probably the last 8 in my opinion. What a game. What a game. I cannot believe it here. That is just insane. Like, wow. I did not expect this at all. Thank you guys so much. I am shocked right now in this one. Before I sign off, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here. I have no clue, Ant. Like, what in the world just happened in this one? Like, Yves Pons and John Fulkerson. Like, threes were, dropping down left and right. And offensive rebounds in the second half. That was the major thing here. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Hey, congrats to my man, Off the Wall Hockey, with my man John hit 1.3K as well. We did it together, brother. This is awesome here as we build up the channel. Before I sign off, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub, turn on the notification bell so you guys do know when I do stream as well here, everybody. But I am just in shock right now. Did not see this coming at all. Thank you for the new people on the channel. First timer here, Josh Price, Cody Phillips on the channel here. Miles Percy, thank you so much for stopping by here. Everybody out on the channel. So I'll see you guys later here. Jason Vaughn, thank you guys so much for signing off here. And Josh Pennell, you can finally get a good night's rest. That is crazy. It puts Tennessee right back into like bubble consideration when they basically had like zero, like close to like 1% to get into the tournament. They have come off victories against Florida and Kentucky, and now they'll move over to Auburn on Saturday. So gonna sign off here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. But man, I am shocked right now about this one. 81-73, the final. Vols get the W in this game. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the channel. Signing off on this one, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night.